Morning students, I am Mrs. Simran Jain from SKM Public School. Students, today I am going to teach you Geography chapter number 8, that is Human Environment Interaction, the Tropical and Subtropical region. Yesterday you have learned about the life in the Amazon Basin. Like Amazon Basin, it is the tropical region and lies very close to the equator between 10 degree north and 10 degree south. As it is lying to the equator between 10 degree north and 10 degree south, that's why it is called an equatorial region. Then you have learned about its climate. Climate here hot and wet climate throughout the year. Days and nights are equally hot and humid. Then rainforests are thick forests are found here, and variety of flora. Here is shade tolerant vegetation. Orchids, bromeliads grow as plant parasites. Then bromeliads are special plants which store water in their leaves, and frogs use these pockets of water for laying their eggs. Then you have learned about the fauna. Toucans, hummingbird is also called the bird of paradise. Monkeys, sloth, ants eating tippers, anaconda, crocodiles, and snakes, and many variety of fishes found here. Then today you will learn about the people of rainforest. You will learn about the people of here rainforest and life in the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin. So let's start. People of the rainforest. People grow most of their food in small areas after clearing some trees in the forest. While men hunt and fish along the rivers, women take care of the crops. They mainly grow tapioca, pineapple, and sweet potato. As hunting and fishing are uncertain, it's the women who keep their families alive by feeding them the vegetables they grow. They practice slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture, student, it is a way of cultivating land where farmers clear a piece of land by slashing or cutting down trees and bushes. These are then burnt. The staple food is manioc, also known as cassava. Students, you are learning about slash and burn agriculture. This is a way of cultivating land where farmers clear a piece of land by slashing or cutting down trees and bushes. Then these trees and bushes are then burned, which releases the nutrients into the soil. Now crops are grown in this cleared field for a few years. After repeatedly using the patch of land, the soil loses its fertility. When continuous use is there of soil, then it will lose its fertility, and so it is abundant. That place is left by the cultivators, and then they clear another plot of land to plant. In the meantime, young trees grow in the old field, and by that time, the land which was abundant at that time, the new plants grow there in the old field. In this way, soil fertility is restored. People can then return to it and start cultivating it again. Here, the staple food is manioc, also known as cassava, and they grow under the ground like the potato. They also eat queen ants and egg sacs. Cash crops like coffee, maize, and cocoa are also grown. The rainforests provide a lot of wood for the houses. Some families live in thatched houses shaped like beehives. There are other large apartments like houses called maloka and with a steeply slanting roofs. Life of the people of Amazon Basin is slowly changing. In the older days, the heart of the forest could be reached only by navigating the river. In 1970, the Trans-Amazon Highway made all parts of the Rainforest accessible. Aircrafts and helicopters are also used for reaching various places. The indigenous population was pushed out from the area and forced to settle in new areas where they continued to practice their distinctive way of farming. Then the development activities are leading to the gradual destruction of the biological diverse rainforest. It is estimated that a large area of the rainforest has been disappearing annually in the Amazon basin. You can see that this destruction of forest has a much wider implication. The topsoil is washed away as the rain falls and the lush forest turns into a barren landscape. So this is a result of barren land. This is a result of deforestation, means cutting down of the trees in the forest. Then life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The tributaries of river Ganga and Brahmaputra together form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. The basin lies in the subtropical region that is situated between 10° north to 30° north latitudes. The tributaries of the river Ganga like the Ghagra, the Son, the Chambal, the Ganjak, the Kosi and the tributaries of Brahmaputra drain it. Students, you can look at the atlas and find the names of some tributaries of the river Brahmaputra. I am telling you some of the names of tributaries of Brahmaputra. So as you know, in India, Brahmaputra river flows 916 kilometers. Okay. So the principal tributaries of the river joining from the right are Lohit, the Dibang, the Subansiri, the Jaharali, the Dhansiri, the Manas, the Tosa, the Sankosh and the Tista, whereas the Barhindihing, the Desang, the Dikho, the Dhansiri and the Kopili joins it from the left. So the plains of the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, the mountains and the foothills of the Himalayas and the Sundarbans Delta are the main features of this basin. Main feature of this basin. Then Oxbow lakes dot the plain area. The area is dominated by monsoon climate. The monsoon brings rain from the mid-June to mid-September. The summers are hot and the winters are cool. Students, you can look at the map of India, find out the states in which the Ganga Brahmaputra basin lies. So river Brahmaputra is known by different names in different places. You will find the other names of the river. And students, other names for this which river? Brahmaputra. Other names for Brahmaputra are, yes, the Sangpo in Tibet. In Tibet it is called, Brahmaputra river is called by the name Sangpo, Siang, Dihang. Jamuna in Bangladesh are the other names of the river Brahmaputra. Okay, students. So the basin area has varied topography. The environment plays a dominant role in the distribution of the population. The mountain areas with the steep slopes have inhospitable terrain. Therefore, less number of people live in the mountain area of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The plain area provides a more suitable land for human habitation. The soil is fertile. Agriculture is the main occupation of the people where the flat land is available to grow crops. The density of population of the plains is very high. So, population density means the number of persons that live in 1 square kilometer of area. That is the population density of Uttarakhand. It is 189, while the density of West Bengal is 1029 and that of Bihar is 1102. So population density, it means the number of persons that live in 1 square kilometer of area. This is the meaning of what? Population density. Okay, the main crop is paddy. Since cultivation of paddy requires sufficient water, a lot of water is needed for the irrigation purpose for growing this paddy. So it is grown in the areas where the amount of rainfall is too high. It is high. Wheat, maize, sorghum, gram and millets are the other crops that are grown here. Banana plantations are seen in some areas of the plain in West Bengal and Assam. Tea is grown in plantations. Silk is produced through the cultivation of silkworms in parts of Bihar and Assam. In the mountains and hills where the slopes are gentle, crops are grown on terraces. Terrace farming is there. So the vegetation cover of the area varies according to the type of landforms. In the Ganga and Brahmaputra plain, tropical deciduous trees grow along with teak, sal and peepal. Thick bamboo groves are common in the Brahmaputra plain. The delta area is covered with the mangrove forests. Okay, students, terraces are built on the steep slopes to create flat surfaces on which crops are grown. The slope is removed so that water does not run off rapidly. So this is why terrace farming is done in the hilly areas. Okay, in the parts of Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, coniferous trees like pine, deodar and fir can be seen because the climate is cool and the slopes are steep. There is a variety of wildlife in the basin. Elephants, tigers, deer and monkeys are common. The one-horned rhinoceros is found in the Brahmaputra plain. In the delta area, Bengal tiger, crocodiles and alligator are found. Aquatic life abounds in the fresh river waters, the lakes and the Bay of Bengal seas. The most popular varieties of the fish are the rohu, katla and hilsa. Fish and rice is the staple diet of the people living in the which area? Ganga Brahmaputra Basin. Okay. So you will also read in the fresh waters of the river Ganga and river Brahmaputra, a variety of dolphin locally called susu, also called blind dolphin. It is also called blind dolphin is found here. The presence of susu is an indication of the health of the river. The untreated industrial and urban waste with high amount of chemicals are killing these species. This species, which dolphin, a variety of dolphin is found in the fresh waters of river Ganga and the river Brahmaputra. Okay. So you will also read this chapter number 8. Okay. So the Ganga Brahmaputra plains has several big towns and cities also. And students, to accelerate the efforts to achieve universal sanitation coverage and to put force on sanitation, the Prime Minister of India launched the Swachh Bharat mission on 2nd October 2014. So the Ganga Brahmaputra plain has several big towns and cities. The cities of Allahabad, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Patna and Kolkata, all with the population of more than 10 lakhs, are located along the river Ganga. Then the wastewater from these towns and industries is discharged into the rivers. This leads to the pollution of the rivers. All the four ways of transport are well developed in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. In the plain areas, the roadways and railways transport the people from one place to another. The waterways is an effective means of transport, particularly along the rivers. Then Kolkata is an important port on the river Hooghly. The plain areas also has a large number of airports. So tourism is another important activity of the basin. Taj Mahal is on the bank of the river Yamuna in Agra. Allahabad is on the confluence of the rivers Ganga and the Yamuna. Buddhist stupas in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, Lucknow with its Imambara, Assam and Kaziranga and Manas, and here with wildlife sanctuaries, and Arunachal Pradesh with a distinct tribal culture are some of the places worth a visit. And students, to conserve the river Ganga, Namami Ganga program has been initiated. It has been initiated. And students, for map skill, your work is on an outline map of Indian subcontinent to draw the river Ganga and Brahmaputra from the source to the mouth and show the important tributaries of both of the rivers. This is your homework. Map skill. It is also given question number 5 in the NCERT book. Okay. In your book also, yes, it is in your book also. Ganga originates from where? Gangotri, and this Brahmaputra from here from China. It enters from the Arunachal Pradesh. It enters India from which state? Arunachal Pradesh, and here it flows for 916 kilometer. In India, it flows for how much? 916 kilometer. Okay, students, you will also read this chapter very carefully, and it is very interesting chapter, and you will learn about the life of the tropical and the subtropical region, about the life of Amazon basin and life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. So till then, stay alert, stay healthy. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.